Desmond Ridder. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Falcons and the Huskies, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity, because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bonner. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Airing it deep for Fowler. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Huskies need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1, now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 20 carries, 93 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. Now, running backs locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Ridder and London team up there. First down, Atlanta. Robinson up the middle. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Ridder off the play fake. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his route, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him. And this one, good for a first down.
Ritter's throw taken in by London. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Robinson. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down throw coming for Ritter. This is caught by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back to throw, Ritter. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 18-yard line.
Ritter back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
The extra point try now from Dicker. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And an Anchorage 1st down.
Back to throw. Bonner. Hold in here. Caldwell. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bonner able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
That's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Huskies are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Extra point attempt to come here. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead? And now off to the races, down the right side. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Ritter. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Second down and 6 now. Ritter to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ritter on 1st and 10. And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To the air again, it's Ritter. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Ritter. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
Remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin in Charlotte, a good NFC matchup between Seattle and Carolina. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Jags hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the first. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Second down and a run by Robinson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired. And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle they go with McAllister. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Bonner. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fielded at the 33. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Falcon football. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. First down. Here's Ritter. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Bonner, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bonner. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
He leads to second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Bonner. It's Hill. Complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Bonner. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. And an Anchorage first down.
They'll look to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Huskies have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think,
this to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throwing on first down, Bonner. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
To the 22-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
118 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.